Okay guys, hello, it's me, it's Derek from Chasing the Phase. That's a really good start, kicking the camera over. Not sure the lighting's too good, but yeah, it's been a few months now since I posted my last video on YouTube, kind of looking back, so thought today or the now I was in the mood for giving you a little update in terms of where I am in my cancer journey, where I've been kind of past few months. And if you haven't already tuned in, yeah, I've been fighting face cancer for the past 18 months now, since August 2022, when I had my initial face surgery to remove a cancerous tumour within my face, round about here. So yeah, just to rewind a little bit, 2 months ago I posted a video at the end of October where I was in the process of setting up a Cancer UK Fund Me page for doing the Press Up Challenge through November. Now, that was all based on me feeling quite good at the time and having a CT scan for my cancer, or MRI scan with contrast, which initially came back kind of all clear when I got the news maybe halfway through October after getting the scan in September 23, just a few months ago now. So yeah, got the all clear. That was a huge weight off my shoulders, obviously, going for the scans and fighting the way I have and done the best I possibly can in terms of kind of trying to stay as healthy as possible and being as positive as possible every day, just waking up and taking every day as it comes. So yeah, we got into September of last year, got the all clear. Was feeling quite good about that through October, and I thought, yeah, to give some money back to the cancer research and also create the awareness for anybody dealing with any type of cancer. Yeah, I mean, there's loads of different types. I'm dealing with a head and neck cancer called squamous cell carcinoma, which is a kind of skin cancer type of thing inside your face, though, not on the external surfaces. So yeah, going back to the start of November, I started doing, I managed to do 100 press-ups a day for a good week or so, after building myself up to that by doing about 20-30 press-ups every other day through the month of October, just to build my core strength back up again. So yeah, started that into November. But through that period of time, I also noticed that my skin graft here, or the flap that they call it, which is a skin graft from my leg during the original surgery in August 2022, there was a kind of shading colour that came up and looked like a little bruise on the corner. Now I notice all these little differences day by day. I get up and look in the mirror every morning at my own face, obviously, and any slight change to the surface of the skin I'm very aware of it. Anyway, that was going back to kind of summertime last year when I noticed there's a slight shading, and it's a lot worse now. But yeah, going into November, it got a little bit worse, and there was some bleeding from a nasal cavity here. So I mentioned this to my GP and my hospital surgery team, who I had kind of reasonably regular appointments with. So they sent me for some precautionary scans, just to eliminate whether it was an infection or not. Now, going back then, it was just a shading of the skin and some kind of external bruising, and a slight little scab here. So I went for some scans again. This is now January, so this is the end of November. Yeah, after starting the press-ups and feeling quite fit, that's maybe the end of November, I seen the hospital. They booked me in for a follow-up scan after taking some medication for a week or two just to see if this was an infection. The medication didn't clear anything up. So they sent me for some more CT scans in this area just to see if any of the cancer had came back. Now, unfortunately, after getting some kind of good news a couple of months before, the scans had came back clear. After they took some of the biopsies from my nose here, they all came back cancer positive, which you can imagine kind of took the wind out my sails and took me by surprise, really. And I did have a funny feeling again. You get funny feelings about these things kind of going forward because the scab progressively got worse and worse quite quickly, kind of week by week, even since December. So, kind of started December until now, which is today is I think it's the 19th of January 2024, if I'm not mistaken. So the scans came back positive for cancer, guys, just to let you know. I have put it onto my social media after dealing with the initial shock of it and feeling just like overwhelmed and emotional, obviously, with the news. But it was just to share this as well, if anybody's going through something similar, and discuss in a little bit just how I've been feeling and how the cancer has came back, and it's been quite apparent now since the scan. The scabbing area where it initially started to kind of look quite bruised in the summertime, go back to July. It's just progressively got worse since then. So in my mind, it's kind of been growing since then. So even though it wasn't picked up in the scan, and not one just recently, the one at the end of November, and that's quite hard to remember now, time's flying by very quickly. So the scan I got in the middle of November, end of November, after doing the press-ups, yes. Done the press-ups start of November, feeling okay, went and got a scan probably the end of November, and found out just prior to Christmas that, it was cancerous again. And it's progressively got worse, as you can see. This is all scabbed up, and there's been some bleeding here, and the nasal area, it's fallen away from the kind of flap of the skin graft, which I was quite concerned about as well. So that is a kind of summarised version of how I've been feeling, what's happened since November. And my last video doing some press-ups at work, and I think my last kind of longer video was back in July when I got the all clear as well. I was feeling quite upbeat about things and positive. But it's been tough going, guys. I'm a positive guy, but I'm very thankful that I've got a great family. My partner, my daughter, everybody on my social media has been great. I've got a lot of support from a lot of different people, and it's really hard to try and get everybody aware of what I'm going through and responding to everybody's messages. So felt like just doing a little video just now, just as an update. As I said, we're into January 2024. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody that's watched this channel over the couple of years that I've did it. I know I've not always been on regularly, but it's tough going. It's a hard fight going through cancer, whatever one it is, whatever type it is. So big love to everybody that's going through cancer, or even any mental health issues, or just troubles themselves. Try and stay positive. Talk to your family about it. It really does help. Go for counselling. Get all the help you can get, but it's all down to you, whatever you prefer. Try and keep healthy and fit in between. And just thank you. I really do appreciate all the support on YouTube, Facebook, my Instagram, through my clothing company, which is Chasing the Phase. I'm still going to try and keep that going this year as long as I can. I've had to, a lot has happened. I had a DJ gig in the town, so I've had to give that up. So thanks to the guys at Flight Club Glasgow and Terry and Adam that gave me that opportunity. I'm going to keep my Groove City radio station going, which is once a month on the first Wednesday of each month on Groove City Radio Glasgow. And that's my Chasing the Phase show, which I'm going to try and keep going because I've had done a long-term sick line to my full-time job during the day. I work for Lambert Smith Hampton, and they've been amazing. They're a property and asset management company. So thanks to all those guys as well. If you do get a chance to watch this, thank you to you also. Support's been great. So yeah, the fact that my cancer now is kind of uncurable and terminal, from what they've told me, I have now started another cycle of chemotherapy just yesterday. So feeling okay today. And that is potentially an 18-week cycle of chemotherapy, which I already had a year ago and a bit more, just initially when I got the first diagnosis of the cancer. So I'm one treatment into that. I'm going to give that a try. And I'm also going to try, or I have registered for an alternative therapy, which is called mistletoe therapy. Which a close friend of mine, my sister-in-law Christine, told me about to look into, and they do have that at a local Glasgow hospital called the Gartnavel Hospital, and you can take that along with or in conjunction with the chemotherapy. So I'm going to start that quite soon as well. It really helps with your immune system. I've said chemotherapy lowers a lot of your immune system, kills a lot of white blood cells. So hopefully this does help. There are some stories that the mistletoe therapy also helps with cancer treatments. So yeah, I'm going to give it a double whammy, a double bash of the chemotherapy and the mistletoe therapy going forward. I do find it quite difficult to talk at the moment, so that looks it looks like maybe talking with a little bit of a lisp. I've lost the kind of feeling. The tumour is here in my face, in the top lip, and it's went into my bone, unfortunately. Thankfully, the scans that I did recently as well were to the rest of the body. It hasn't spread to the rest of the body, thankfully, at the moment. So yeah, just trying to hit it head on again with some intensive chemo and this mistletoe therapy, which will be starting very, very shortly. So again, thank you everybody. That's a condensed version of what I've been through the past couple of months. I will update you again going forward and share my story. I know it does help a lot of people. It also helps me just talking about it when I'm in the mood. Tonight I was in the mood, so thank you for listening. Keep watching the channel and keep chasing the phase in your life, guys. If you want it, go out there and get it. Okay, so keep chasing the phase. Love you all. Thank you for listening. And Derek Baird signing out for the moment. Thank you. Bye. Catch you later.